just as much as my family. And it's just those people are the ones that actually keep you going when it comes to situations like this, because I feel like when you're down, you don't know what to think about other than when you were up. And when you were up, you couldn't think about falling because you didn't think it could happen to you. And I was one of those people who thought that way, and it happened to me. So when I hit that bottom, I had to force myself to think about what can I do to build myself and character back up to that situation where I'm back to that situation, but now I can alternate and take pieces out where I want them to be and how it should be. So when I was able to figure that out and do it that way, it made me realize that if I was to do that before I did any other thing throughout my day, I could pretty much navigate my life and day to be pretty positive, right, and avoid trouble and drama because I can picture the situation, picture how different outcomes, and be able to switch it around and think, what would this person do? What would my mom say? What would How would my coach feel about if I did this? How would the people around me be affected? And that all really like played a role into what I do nowadays when I make a decision. And like it affected my family a lot because they used to always have that joy of coming to see me play, coming to seeing me study, read books, and seeing me just lay around the house, work out, come back, lay down, go to work, come back, sleep, do the same thing. It was just like, this not you. Like, this isn't what you do. Like, we're not used to having you around as much anymore because we like to get out the house to come see you. You coming to see you is our break when we get out of work or from school. Like, we want to be able to come see you, and you doing your thing makes us happy. Not the fact that you're playing football or at school, it's just the fact that you're doing your thing, you're happy, you're motivated, and you're out doing something with your life. You're not getting in trouble, you're not selling drugs, you're not out there gang banging with the rest of the guys from Baltimore City or confined to the stereotype. You are a prime example of breaking the cycle. When they were telling me this, it made me feel more so like where I was invincible because I had my family. And they made me feel that way because they appreciated the fact that I didn't fall into that trap where I'm gang banging, shooting guys, selling drugs, and doing the things that most people think of a Baltimore person, a black male from Baltimore, would be doing. So that's one of the things that really affected me, as well as my family, because they didn't want that for me. They wanted better out of me. And I feel like most people don't realize that after things that goes on in their life, they don't think about it before it happened. They think about it during the occurrence of it, rather than trying to be preactive about something to prevent it. They try to be reactive and wait till it's too late, and that's what I did. I didn't think on my toes to be proactive, so it was more so I was reactive rather than preactive. So I didn't understand that until now. So now that I'm back in the swing of things, I feel like I knew something would happen after I got in trouble. So now I think more so along the lines is, if I do this and I get caught, can I go to prison for it? When I think that way, it makes things more simple for me, because now I feel that if I can go to prison for it, it's definitely not something I should be doing. If I shouldn't be stepping, it's as if, like, for example, I'm on college campus and I have to say I wanted to skip a class and I'm tired, just because I'm tired. If I skip a class, can I go to jail for that? No. But the thing that would happen is I would miss in a class in that lecture, so I wouldn't be getting all the notes that I need. So what if the exams is going to cover that one section? I missed that section. That's on me. But if I'm out hanging out with my friends and we're at a party in D.C. and the fight break out and I jump in it, can I get in trouble for that? Can I go to jail for that? Yeah, because if that person is really brutally beaten and I was there, I can be held accountable because of that reason that I was in it, I was accomplice, and it doesn't matter if I did it or not. I was in it, so they can hold me accountable to the depths of that. So that's how I'm more along the lines thinking now about things rather than thinking if I'll get caught about doing something again. I more so think of if I do this and I get caught doing it, what are the consequences? So the most important thing that I lost after being incarcerated was my family's trust, my supporters' trust, my coach's trust, and the game I love, playing football. I lost all of that. I had to regain all of that respect back and actually make people believe that I was serious about getting my life back on track. It's hard to lose someone. It's hard to gain someone's trust back after you've lost it for something you've done that didn't truly make sense for you to even be doing because they didn't believe that's the type of person you are. And the fact that you did something out of your character just proves that you wasn't thinking along the lines for yourself. You were just thinking in the time period just because you wanted to feel like you were a part of something. So that's how I feel about that. But the most challenging thing that I experienced was actually being in there and playing. Once when I got there, I played basketball, and guys seeing how talented I was up dunking, making jumpers, 3 pointers, and then go and work out and come back and play basketball. And they're like, this guy got a lot of energy. Like, you must be an athlete. And then after I said, yeah, everyone pretty much just circled up around me and started talking like, yeah, man, like, you're a young guy, like, you got all this potential, man. I see it in you, man. Like, this gotta be the only time you've been locked up because I don't see you as this type of person. I don't even know your story yet, man. I just get this vibe from you that you know you don't belong in here. So why are you in here, man? You gotta get out of here. When you do, make sure you stay out of here, man. But if you can, write me. Let me know how you doing. Like, guys literally like started to gravitate towards me because of my personality and the way I talk and carry myself, and they can see they can see that I'm in there for the wrong reason. I'm not. That's not where I belong. They understand and see it in my eyes and in my posture that I don't belong in this prison that they were in. So they were all coaching me up, being supportive, telling me what not to do, how to stay away from the trouble, and not trusting family sometimes if you have to, because they be the main ones that encourage you to do something, but you realize at the same time that you're doing it for the wrong reasons. So that was the most challenging thing, was seeing that guys that was been locked up for 15 years, 30 years, that seen this potential in me that I let slip. And they realize you let that slip, man. You can't do that because I can tell you got so much potential and talent that you overlook because you want to be around family or your friends who ain't up to no good. You got to realize those guys aren't on the same level of playing field that you're on because you're trying to do something with your life and they want you to do something with their life. So I didn't understand that because of him saying they want me to do something with their life. So what he said to me was basically, I know what I want to do with my life. I know what my goals are. My friends, they don't know what their goals are. Their number one goal is to piggyback off of me and to carry my name under their weight, under their belt, saying oh, that's my boy. Like, yeah, we did this, that, and third together. Like, we're going to hang out this weekend. Like, using me as a betterment of their lifestyle. So that was the most challenging thing for me. But as I stated earlier, the most positive thing for me was being able to reach the kids after I came out and experienced that, because I know how it felt to be in there when I didn't belong, and I know how it felt to be on the field playing football, doing the things I need to do in the classroom, on the field, off the field, and being a complete role model. So I had to change the way I was thinking about things. It taught me how to be more compassionate and listening to people around me and taking into account what they're saying, because it allowed me to just understand the way other people think about things and their pretty much their ideology about things that they go about in their everyday lives. So that just helped me realize that I don't have those things. I need to break down what my structure is, what my most main important principles are, how I want to go day by day, not week by other week, sometimes weeks, day by day, so that I understand this is the results I want for this day, this is what the results I should get for that day, and this is the results that's better be done on this day, as long as I'm continuing to do what I got to do. So for me, that was one of the most positive things that came throughout this whole situation, and the fact that everyone that I thought I let down, but at the same time, they were there tugging and pushing me even harder than they were before, because now they know I slipped up. There's no more room for slip-ups, because I already got a second chance to do the things I love. There's no third chance. Once you get a second chance, you got to make the best of it, because I do believe that everyone deserves a second chance and should be able to do the things that they want to do in life. But at the same time, I don't understand how most people can not think about what they really want to do in life and their principles, and bring that to life and live those things out daily. So I enjoyed the fact that my family stayed there and pushed me. My coaches stayed there and pushed me. A few guys I had to just stop dealing with, cut out of my life, because before I wouldn't have had the courage to do that, because I'm a loving person. I love everyone who loves me. So when that happened, it made me realize, shit, I can't care about who this person cares about. I can only care about how much they care about me and my situation. If they wasn't there when I got suspended and was down, I don't want them there when I come back, because everyone that thought I wasn't going to get back and do the things that I can do to be successful are gone. They're not in my life anymore, because as soon as I came back, I was getting all these calls. Oh man, you back? Yeah, I'm back. But at the same time, I ain't dealing with you. I already know what type of guy you are now. Your true colors showed when I was suspended and I was down and out. You doubted me out, so I'm doubting you out. You're out. So that's how I put it. I didn't cut no slack with anybody. Family, friends, you name it. It got me close. This also got me closer to God, because before I would have here and there conversations, but now I have conversations with myself and Him when I'm just typing a paper. And sometimes they give me inspiration to write certain papers, to structure my paper differently and break it down to a point where I know what I can do, how I want to do it. But that's the most. It was a very interesting experience for me, and I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that situation, because I know I won't put myself in that type of situation anymore. I'll think things through more so, rather than just going with the gut feeling without understanding that your mind is the smartest thing. It's the most brilliant thing that you can use to make a decision. Not your gut, not your heart. And you use your mind and you critically analyze things and break it down to the point where it can't be broken down anymore. Then you decide, and then your heart's going to tell you if it's right. Then your gut's going to assure that you're right or wrong. And when it does, then you know you made the right decision. Thank you.